How you doing, everyone? I'm Andy and this is my client testimonial for Paul Clark at Legends SMP. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is why I got SMP done. And the reason was because I was experiencing hair loss all through the crown region, all through the middle part of my head. And because of this, I was looking into things that I could do to get this sorted. The first thing I looked at was obviously, like probably a lot of you who are watching this today, looked at regain, looked at derma rolling and the process of that. I tried that myself. Didn't get much from it. Just seemed like as if my scalp was just getting drier, but nothing was growing back or anything like that. So from there, I needed more of a solid solution. I then looked into hair transplants, specifically obviously out in Turkey, which a lot of people have looked at, and obviously UK, comparing prices, comparing aftercare and everything involved in it. And the prices just seemed too steep for me. And the process of how long the recovery took, what I have to do aftercare, what I have to carry on doing for the rest of my life. And at the end of all of that, to then even possibly lose your hair again, it just didn't seem like the one for me. So luckily, I then came across SMP. And I came across Paul Clark. And this is why I chose Paul Clark, because he made his work look so realistic. I looked at so many people over the UK, and I was seeing people do almost straight lines across the front of their head, boxes. It looked like somebody's hairline had been drawn on with a Sharpie. And it looks so obvious. And there's a certain bliss in the fact that Paul's work goes unknowingly. And that is what I wanted. I wanted it to be as if I just shaved my head, no one can tell, and that is a credit to Paul's work. So this testimonial is mainly to say to anyone out there that's obviously thinking about getting the treatment done, I would recommend Paul Clark. And the reason is because he makes you feel so comfortable. I remember I called up at the clinic that he was at, I booked an appointment with him, we sat down, we had a chat over where I was currently at with my hair, how I felt, what he thinks he can do for me. And he made me feel so comfortable with the whole process and how it was gonna go. And the price of everything that it cost, it just seemed very reasonable for what I was getting from it. So from there, we had obviously 3 treatments originally. I recently just had my 4th treatment, went over and saw him at the new Legends SMP clinic. And I've never been happier with the decision that I've made. Obviously, for me, as you guys can probably see, personally, I feel that it looks very realistic. It does look as if I just shaved my head, rather than it being somebody had just drawn a line on my head. So again, if there's anyone out there that's watching this and you're contemplating whether to get SMP done, whether it's worth it, whether you should do it, whether you should take the jump, I think the best thing to do first is get in contact with Paul. Talk through the process with Paul, talk through Anil, talk through obviously what he can do for you, and hopefully he can find the solution that you're looking for. But other than that, I just want to say thank you again to Paul. Thank you again for sorting out an issue that I was having in my life with my hair and making me feel so much more confident about myself. Safe, guys.